Donc on va y aller avec les deux. C'est à 45 km. Come on,
Welcome back for this last final of the day, the under 15 categories, England versus France. A very uncanny headline and a new headline for this day. So we have a tap off for England then. They've played once against one another in this competition, and I think England won by a few tries, so let's see if this time things are different or not. I'm joined at the commentary booth by Chris once again. Thanks for being here.
You're
Lovely
welcome.
to have you.
Enjoyed every moment, and it's warmer over here in this commentary booth than it is out there at the moment.
Well, we do have a little less wind
Yes,
than out there on the pitch.
So was that, I missed what that was for, but France have turned over the England ball on their line and looking to drive off. Their second touch. Reasonably quick play, looking to come on. It's a bit short of players coming up. It's a little bit slow transition in France there.
Yeah,
that's
very
a good midfield touch by England 3, and I'm looking who that is. That's Gabe Nixon.
It's going to be the 5th touch, so we can have a nice scoop by Maddie here. Maddie Dunman, very key player for that under 15 team. And we have a good subbing for England. And let's see what they can do. So we see that England have a girl in the middle as well. And we thought they were going in for the sweeper, but it's just been pass to the wing. And we're going to come back to a penalty here. I think the winger lost the ball as he was diving to score that try.
Good spot.
Good spot by the main referee as well.
So you talked about the middle, it's Imogen Loveridge, and I think it's Pat. That is Pat Ross, Taylor Ross.
This time it's a good dive.
Great, good score, and I think I was commentating on one of the 15s games. I can't remember what day of the week it was. That was the yesterday or today or to Friday, and he got a hat-trick in this first half, I think, hat-trick. Very quick, steppy guy. I was commentating with Theo because I think he coaches him back in England. So France will be looking to strike back fairly promptly. That's a good set of 3 to get close to the 7. They might get a couple of strikes at the 7. They've slowed it down a little bit on the 4th. and now they will only get one strike play. Going short side. Good touch.
Dummy pass, but a good defense by the English side. And we have a quick turnover, so it's going to be a second chance for France to score and even things out. A little quickie, but it's going to be reversed. 33 quickie.
In England, they have actually got 4 girls on at the moment, and I don't know whether that was whether they started with 4 in that set or whether that was in a sub-transition. Does that look like a good touch?
Maybe a sub-transition.
Touch is not given.
That's a very good dive by Laura Stinko.
Good score for France to level matters up.
Yeah, now it's 1-1. I think it's going to be a game of cat and mouse. I mean, we've seen a couple of games like this, and so far it's always been it always ended with an advantage for England. We've seen them in the boys 18. It's been a pretty tight first half, and then good second half for England. In the girls 18, it's been pretty much the same, and it's just in the mixed 18 that Wales managed to get a win with that against that English side. So we'll see if France is luckier here.
Certainly hoping for a tight game. I think you mentioned both those boys and girls 18s games. The first half were really good and great for the sport of touch to see end-to-end play like that, and I hope this is fairly similar.
Oh, and we have a touch play
over the mark. I think the player was touched from the back by the winger by Lola Sanderson there at the same time as making the touch on the middle male player.
Yeah, I think Valentin Virolet, he was going for the middle rather than the wing, and it was just
and it's the same thing
down
there.
behind him. It didn't feel the touch, but again, another turnover, so another chance for France. Are they going to sub? They won't have the chance to try and do it. I think I might have to stop talking altogether when they're subbing or when they're close to the 7-meter line. A lovely goose step from inside. It's back with that. Very good line.
You've got Tom Lowe on the ball now, him and Pat Taylor-Ross playing together. The ball might come back across to Imogen. Indeed it does.
Long ball. Good defence for the winger.
It was. Good defensive read there by the French winger.
Yeah, she's a very good player. That number 11, Julie Jung, on the wing. She played link as well in a couple of games, but she's been very, very good on the wing. And unfortunately, that's going to be another turnover with an incorrect wall ball.
England will, I think, look to box here. They might not. Oh, Pat is going on a fairly hard drive and gained a lot of territory in this lot of game.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go boxing. I don't think they will sub any players. I think they'll try
stay, aren't they?
Their hands first. Sweeper. And a long ball for the wing, and this time she defended pretty closely to that link.
Under 15's touch, that's a pretty good flat, hard bullet by Pat Taylor-Ross across to Lola Sanderson, who scored for England on the wing here.
It's a good level of technique that we've had the chance to see here in Vichy for the past 2 days.
And I think we were chatting earlier about even since post-pandemic, and we were here 2 years ago, and how much higher quality this touch is. Yeah, and I think there was probably more variety 2 years ago. I think all the teams have really stepped up. Cayman coming, Scotland re-engaging for the first time. Loved the chance to be here, and they have just evolved so much as teams during the last 3 days. So
yeah, Lebanon coming here as well.
Yeah,
and
Lebanon as well. It's just great for the sport.
I think I said it once in the commentary booth. I think France and England are getting tired of playing just against one another and with Wales sometimes. But so it's great to have Scotland back in the game, Cayman Island, Lebanon, as you said, and we'd love to see maybe a few more nations joining. Maybe. Yeah,
absolutely. I think obviously we've got Belgium have had two teams here, 15s and 18s here. Italy
they've done pretty good.
Re-engaging. I can remember when Paul Montero, Kiwi Paul Montero was out in Czech Republic, and the Czech had teams probably 5-6 years ago. It'd be great to get the Czech back involved.
Yeah, we had the South Africans
Africans
last summer.
year,
I think it would be lovely to have the Germans, perhaps the Spanish, if they have junior teams. I think it would be lovely to improve the senior games as well. We have another good step by.
It's going to be a hard touch, yeah.
Yeah, it's the players are pretty solid, but sometimes it's just you can't handle that much heat on the touch.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was a good drive from France. I think it was 2 or 3 who got over to halfway.
We're back with that 3-4 girl line. It's just this inside ball for Maddie Dunman. With a pop pass to the inside. It's going to be.
So I'm intrigued to know. France now got 4 girls on the field, haven't they?
Huh?
France got 4 girls on the field.
Yeah.
Now? Yeah. And have coaches decided they're going to play it with 4 and 2? Do you think? Are they?
I think there's been one injury, one male injury. Arthur Moreau has been injured. I think it's the knee.
Okay.
On the previous game against Scotland, and I don't know if they have the numbers to do lines, 3 lines of 3 guys,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'll just count really quickly.
So France on the attack. So quickly play back. It's just called an offside there.
They have 8 boys, so yeah, I think it's gonna.
3, 3, and 2 then.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this. I think it was usually 2 girls off for each game, and for the easiest ones, maybe we had a lot of girls. And this is the player I was warning you about before, Maddie Dunman. She's a great player. She's really bossing her line around, but she's very humble, and she's only 13, and she plays a rugby league.
She's got a good
I think
pass
on the
her
side
as
she
well,
doesn't even play touch. So.
So good core skills. Got a good pass on her. She's 13.
Yeah, she's 13 and she's got great skills. Oh,
It'll be interesting to see how she goes up against Imogen. Don't roll the ball on her too. How Imogen Loveridge there in the middle position there. Yeah, I think she is now 14, if I'm right in thinking.
It's great to see young girls getting involved and have such an important role in the under-15s as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the middle rows are usually reserved to older players or male players, but to have a young 13-year-old female middle is, I think, really good, and she's doing such a great job.
Yeah, I was chatting to Guy and Monette from Cayman Islands earlier today, and saying how I was really pleased seeing them running middle girls, and we were just saying how it makes it so much better to control the lads, the rugby lads, who maybe don't involve the girls so much if they're just stood in the middle the whole time. Maybe not quite the same in France, but it does definitely help just the structure of the game at this age group especially. It's a good little pop back there.
Oh, we're going to have.
He's going to give it as a forward pass, I think.
Yeah, I think it is.
So England need to drive hard. Are we still 2-1? Is that right?
Yeah, I think we're still 2-1. We haven't missed.
Not a lot's been quite a midfield game then, has it, for the last few minutes?
Yeah, there's been a lot of handling errors and
I've been thrown
a couple
slightly by
of balls
the
given
start.
back. I think we started around 10,
11 minutes
10-3, but I'm not too sure what the time is. Yeah, I think we're about halfway done.
So most of both these teams had one game today so far.
Yeah, just the one. So it should be. They should still be fresh in the legs and in the minds. Oh, lovely inside ball.
The 2 defenders got caught up there. The other middle was a little bit separated from his partner, and England made the most of that with the ball back inside with the trail line, which has put them 2 in front now.
Yeah, it's 2 in front, 3-1 now. And France will have, or will want at least.
And that was Hayden Chambers, wasn't it, scoring there, I think?
I think it was Hayden Chambers.
I will double check that in a minute.
Right, so that's the. Yeah, so far, France doesn't seem to find too many solutions. It's going to be 6 touch.
Good line defence by England, and they realised it was the 5th and put pressure on the French to win the ball back.
Yeah, and Anaïs Amelin, she took the last touch pretty close to the line, so that puts her entire team under pressure.
That's 4, I think 5th is coming. Dropping the shoulder.
It's going to be a half touched.
Dropping the shoulder, I think.
Oh no, dropping the shoulder, yes.
Yeah, I think he's given.
You're correct.
The attacker. I don't know who that was. One of the England girls on that far side.
So let's see if Valentin Vérolé can gain some ground. That was a bit forward, but that's a little bit of an overstep.
Back to it as well.
I think that line was a bit tired of these few defences. But you have to make that touch.
That was a good little step by Kate Edwards there. Another one of this strong group of England girls.
Yeah, good defence by the winger here.
So I think is that number 2, Ella Coyne, coming on. Probably another one that will feature in the middles.
And now we'll see. Are we going to see just a quickie reverse long pass Chambers for the wing?
That looks like a good score from here.
Looks like a good score, yeah. Well, they have a good, very good pass quality in this under 15 English team. It's the second one.
Izzy Horsall, it was
Izzy
number 5,
Horsall,
wasn't it?
It's the second one that we see go straight to the wing, and I mean, of course, you have to defend a little bit tighter in the middle. So it's just a very, very good example of the skills quality that this English team has. And let's see if the French can find a few cracks in that defense. So far, just the one. So we'll have to see. It's gone for the wing, but just an even game here.
Well, that's
good
thought he got through there. I'm having a seat for a minute.
Yeah, I might do the same.
So England looking to drive. I think this is 5th coming. It is 5th. Not got as far as they would like, and that's a good defence from France. And they'll have a chance now to. They can get the ball across to their box in fairly quick time.
Yeah, Kylian Sauvage with a very good defence and the good first touch. Second one, but there's no one here on the ball.
There,
and you kind of lose the momentum. That's 4th coming. Good pass. And now it's 5 coming, so they have to set up something here. 5 and a lovely scoop by Jules Patou. Good space. Going for the wing, inside ball. Is there any more to do? And it's going to be an interception. Can he go all the way? Jules Patou in pursuit. And oh, what a... I think Valentin Vérolé had the legs to go all the way, but he was just stopped to protest and because of the interception. So that's a shame that we didn't go all the way. I think it was Benjamin Smith here, was it, with the interception, or was it Gabriel Nicholson? I'm not too sure.
I thought it was Gabe Nicholson, but
you might be right.
Wrong. I'm just looking at who scored over there. He's certainly not still on the field after that run.
No, you might be wrong. It could have been Gabriel Nicholson with that one. But a very good interception.
Well, in England, they've got a cheap all back there from France.
And this is the main problem with France, that sometimes when we start not to score, we tend to get in our head and we
lose concentration.
We lose concentration, and it's just very difficult to get out of that hole.
Here's the dangerous Patrick Taylor-Ross looking to step.
Good defense here. They're targeting the female side on that line. As with 6 touch.
It's a good deep. good shooter, but France got the chance to move the ball. Drive down the field.
Second
That's a
touch.
good second.
Third on the line. That's much better than the one they did before, and it's 5 coming in the middle of the pitch. And a lovely scoop by Kylian Sauvage. Is there space on the wing? No. I think we might get a penalty here.
It's an England penalty, isn't it? He's going
Yeah.
to touch and pass there. I did think he might.
I think he just.
He thought about whether he thought about hard touch or whether he thought about. Not sure, but it looked as though he might be considering a French penalty on that last play. But we have now got a hard touch against France this time.
Not this time.
And
Yes.
England driving up the field.
Now we have
Just
England
second,
back
that
at
is
it with the
Ben
lovely
Smith.
inside step. Losing just a little bit of speed.
That looks like Liam Lawton in the middle, number 11. Back to Ben Smith. It's not been
Oh, it's
caught.
not been called, and that's 5th
That was
touch.
fifth now, is it?
But I think Kylian Sauvage called this one beforehand, so we're probably going to go to a touch and pass. Oh, an overstep off the mark. Ah, it's a shame. Okay, they just need to get more focused, because we know they're capable of playing at a very with much better concentration, let's just say.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think what happened in that boys and that girls game when France were in the game at half time, and both of those were England were making the more mistakes. I think it's been the reverse in this half.
Yeah, France has been making a lot of mistakes. Dropping a little bit early is the latest here. But they have the capacity to go ahead and chase all of them. I don't know what happened here. It's been a turnover. Can't seem to see what the referee called.
Yeah. France now need to keep this error-free drive if they can. That's a good third. I think that might be a hard touch.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard touch. What? Wait. Hard touch for who? I think it's... Is it a hard touch in attack?
Not
Or
sure.
are we just going back a
The
few
way-
meters?
The way he's put the ball looks like 7 on.
But he did the gesture for hard touch, so I'm
And
a
the
little bit
hooter has
confused.
gone, I think. And hooter went then as well.
Yeah, so
We should
we're
be half
gonna
time coming up.
have one last touch.
It's a forward pass if he wants to play that. It is forward.
Just a little bit of hesitation here, not really knowing what's going on, but
Looking for a
it's
bit
the
more
last
direction,
touch. It's
and
going to
that
be a
is
dropped ball, and
half-time.
we're going to go to half-time on that. I think the coaches have just a little bit of work to do during the half-time, just telling them to regroup and focus on what they know that they can do, and just playing simple and easy touch.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think 5-1's probably England have been the dominant team. They've made less mistakes. They've had more line attack opportunities. I think France need to spend a bit more time putting England under pressure on England's line and not in their own half. Probably focus on cutting out the errors, making the most of their drives, getting to the 7 metres and then having a go or two and trying to force a penalty in a repeat set. I think if France can come out firing on the second half, they've got a chance still in this. They're not out of the game yet, although they're 4 behind. It's still a game on second half.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 20 more minutes to play, and 4 behind is not that much. It just needs to be corrected straight away from the second half. But just a little bit more focused. I know they're regrouping just the players. I think just the players are regrouping. The coaches seem to be outside of the circle, so they're just talking to each other and being, yes, well, that was the first half. Let's just forget about it, and now let's start playing.
Absolutely.
And for the English side, I think, well, they just need to continue doing what they're doing so far. It's been working pretty well. Solid in attack, solid in defense. if they can be even cleaner, that's just cherry on top. But so far, a pretty good half for England. We'll just cut the mics off for just a few minutes and have a break of our own.
I like to watch it. I like to watch it.
Right, back for that second half. We had a short break because of the little time that it took us to start the break. But we're back with France. And they're gonna want to score straight at the gates. But well,
Yeah, commentators curse again.
that's what I said. I think I'm gonna stop talking when France has the ball, and I'll just comment what the English are doing and hope for the best.
So we'll try and take you through this last 20 minutes of what's been a fantastic tournament here in Vichy. Again, I think I said earlier, a massive thanks out from England, I think on behalf of all other nations as well. Thank you to Touch France, to Vichy Sport, to the wider Vichy local government. They've done a tremendous job at hosting all of us here. I'm hoping this last 20 minutes can be as good as the rest of the last 2.5 days.
Well, I do hope so as well. And another turnover here. We got an early ball lost for France, followed by an English lost as well. And now we need to make good grounds.
That is a good drive.
Very good drive.
French number 19, Valentin Verrelet. Very good drive that. That gave them good momentum, got them over halfway. They need to keep this going, France do. That's a good pickup. And they've got a 2-on-1 here. Can they finish?
For Mari, and it's gone on the wing.
Ball back in.
Inside ball for number 5, but it's been touched.
Did the link get it? Or did she
no, it's been touched. Maxime Preza-Parente, who he played that game of numbers with the wing outside, and then it was back inside for him by Chloé Sauvage, but it was well followed by England. And a good defence. We have another
7 on maybe, I think.
Probably. Apparently that's the gesture for 7 on.
Well, I think it wasn't obvious, was it? The refs were one for ref was chatting to the sideline and looked as though where the penalty was from, it could well have been. France get another chance and hopefully do some here. They're going to catch that link offside. I think that link was offside, never made the line.
Yeah,
I think, it's going to be given.
I think the winger was there, but was just a bit late. And based on her expression and her gesture, she did not touch
she knew that was a score,
player.
Yeah.
So it's a great opening try from Maxime Preza-Parente with the Marie Donman's line. he's a very athletic player as well at that number 5. He's not too tall, he's not too slim, but so he doesn't look like much, but he's very good, very fast.
Look quick, steppy, agile.
And now it's 5-2 for France. They want to defend that one inside step.
That's a lovely step.
Very lovely step by Gabriel Nicholson.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good. Very athletic boy, Gabe Nicholson. Apparently, he represented his school for most sports and the most numerous times. So that's a very athletic boy, and I think it shows because that was a very lovely step.
And he's probably proud to do so as well. I've seen a few of these mixed 15 England players around Vichy having a good time. They've been a very close-knit group, which I think is important. Often at 15s they can come as pockets from different school teams and club teams, but they've all bonded really well. And that's a good step back, but the middles were well positioned, nice and close together.
Yeah, that's going to be a 6th touch.
That's Tom Lowe and Imogen Loveridge, just the 2 middles there. Imogen bossing them around, getting the drive going.
Oh, lovely step as well.
That is Pat Taylor-Ross. Imogen at half, giving back to Tom Lowe.
Second try.
We've got the girls taking over from Lincoln wing there. Is that a lost control or is it?
I think it's going to be from the touch.
No, it's 6 again for England.
Yeah, that's going to be. The ball was lost from the touch. It was a bit too hard. So it's almost a tap off for England.
Yeah, now we've got Ella Coyne on number 2 for England, bossing around. She'll be telling the boys what to do, and hopefully they'll be listening to her.
Well, I mean, if they did so far, it's been working pretty fine.
Absolutely.
So they better follow her instructions.
Freddie Mason and George Norton this side, and Hayden James the other side. A very dangerous pod of 3, and when you put Ella Coyne in there, that 4 is going to do some damage. And on the wings at the moment, I think it is Izzy over on the far side. Izzy Horsfall, and
so
on
let's
the side
see what's going on. It's going to be a turnover.
It is,
dropped ball. Good defence from that player as well. Raphaël Loger, that number 15. Again, another small-built player. He is one of the smaller from the team, but a very, very good player, and he never gives up. I mean, he never gives up. Technically great, and he always compensates the fact that he's a bit smaller by being here every time that they need him in defence, just as he did here, and a good pressure, which let's just admit it didn't provoke the dropped ball, but he was here if the ball wasn't dropped.
And there's a loss of control, and
I think it's gonna.
Was he going to get away with that? I think that was his own foot, wasn't it?
I think it's going to be. They're just going to redo the roll, I think.
Oh yes, I'm a bit flummoxed by that one. But anyway, we move on. Liam Lawton driving up the field. I think that's Ben Smith, wasn't it? Ben Smith scoops.
33, looking for space
Gabe
and
again, he
finding
gets
Gabriel Nicholson as well. Yeah, 3rd try in the game for Gabe Nicholson. That's 7-2. For England. We'll change the score real quick.
And England, I think, have been done there with a hard touch, have they? Or is it France been done with a hard drive? They have. So the refs, I've seen this more today than certainly the last couple of days. There's a number of players.
Oh, I think we have a bit of a back chat here. Not too sure. From number 16. I know from number. Which one is it?
Oh, it's for blood, I think. A little bit of blood.
Oh, you're correct. That's the.
So I think he gave that penalty for leading, maybe with his head, and that's the outcome of it. But I've seen more of that today. The referees giving the penalty against the attacker. Maybe lean a little bit with the head, but certainly the way, I mean, we're not teaching to lean with the head, but the way the roll ball is being placed is get much lower than probably previously. Get the head in a position that we're calling it bend and fend in England. I'm not sure what the equivalent is here in France, but yeah, I've seen 3 or 4 plays where the attacker's been a little bit confused as to why the penalty's been given.
All right, well, that's good to know. It was a lost ball here for England and another opportunity for France. I think they've changed the lines a little bit. They've switched probably their entry numbers. And a lovely scoop. But a dropped ball. Yeah, again, France doesn't seem to find the solutions here as much as they would have liked. That's the second try.
That's a good drive from England, a good 2
Very
drives.
good drive, yeah. Very efficient because it's 4 coming and it's 5 coming and it's
the danger play Gabe Nicholson got a good step on him. Oh, that's 6.
well, that's 6. I thought there was 5 coming. Right, we need to do. France needs to do a quick sub if they want to have enough munitions to try and do something. That's 3rd coming. 4, and they still have 1 more to play. That's going to be a scoop from Maxime. Lovely pass to the wing. Coming back inside from Maxime and an interception. Oh, another interception. I think it's still from that player, number 3.
It is. You're not going to stop him, are you?
Wow, he's really been punishing France. 4th try for Gabriel Nicholson. He's been responsible for half the tries on his own, and I think that's the 2nd interception that he did.
Yeah, it is. I think he read that one really well. I think the French will be a little bit disappointed. They were attacking the line really well there, and just tried to bring it back 1 times too many, and have lost the ball again in the tap off on only the 3rd. I think the 3rd play of the ball. England now have effectively a tap off 10 metres into their own half.
And they're moving the ball around really quickly and really nicely, and I think that's what France has been trying to do as well with the last attack. But it was very well read by Gabe Nicholson.
And Imogen Loveridge bossing this part, and you've got the sweeper play coming down, William Wart, and it is going to him.
We're going to play this one. Long ball for the wing. Can she be back in time? I think Chloe Sauvage saved that try, but we're going to go back to an offside position.
I'm not sure whether that was a forward pass or just not given in the corner. But it is.
Well, I mean, if it is a forward pass, you can just turn over the ball.
Yeah, I think they've gone back maybe to an offside, and that's.
I think it's an offside,
like
and that's the touch.
Touch with his head, I think.
I think he dove in for the touch and injured his head a little bit, but Madouche Olivier was also here for the touch. So I think he's going to have to go out.
Yeah, going to have to be assessed.
Yeah,
always safety first.
Yeah. Just to be sure that nothing serious is happening. And
I think he looks okay. Hopefully it'll be good to come back on fairly promptly.
Yeah, it's probably just a hit on the head, but I mean, it's the head, so it's still good to check what's happening.
An invaluable one. It saved the score, I think, as well. So.
Right, so we have another sweeper. That's been one of England's favourites, I think, the sweeper. We've seen it in every category. I mean, in the mixed 18s, in the boys 18s, in the under 20s as well. But it's been so efficient that, I mean, you might as well use it. I think it's going to be a forward pass that time.
Cool.
And now we'll have...
Can France drive, get some yards in this box? That's a good 3 drive, 3rd on halfway. 4, and they can get a platform. They've got to get this platform well set. He's going to scoop now.
I think that was 4, wasn't it? Oh, he's through. Does he have space? Does he have support?
That is a great score by the winger.
Oh, yeah,
she has caught that and placed that down all in one move.
Chloe Sauvage. Oh, that's a great try. She'll be very happy with that. That's the third try for France. And again, another play set by Marty Dunman. She takes the touch. Sweeper for Maxime, not sweeper, but a scoop for Maxime Pressaparente. And he was a bit out of solutions, but he found Chloé Sauvage out far on the wing.
Yeah, it was a good, it was a really good finish in the end.
That's with back. Or
Was that fifth touch, I think?
think
But
so.
France, the second half has been more even so far. Good to see. 3-2 to England, I think, in this half at the moment. Yeah. That's
Oh, we're going to go back to 6
again,
small. I think that's a
which
bit
is-
harsh, but
yeah.
I mean, you have to try it. You have to try and throw the pass.
Yeah, a bit unlucky, I think, there. Not a lot in it. I think as an attacker, you're probably looking for that there, potentially.
Yeah, I think it was unrealistic that he was going to be able to play the ball, but it's been given back to France. And a good drive so far. Second touch almost on the halfway
Again.
line. I think she's been touched, but she's gone through. She's saying that he was off, but I think she bumped into 2 players. At
Yeah.
least one of them might have been on. But a very good attempt. Again from an ace.
Fifth coming in, that's fifth now. I don't think that link ever made it. Number 3, and that's been called from the far line. Gabe Nicholson was offside. He just trailed the attacking line, but never actually got to the 7 metres.
So they have 6 more. They have to build something. They have much time to prepare that attack.
They do. It's a little bit tight over in that side. You got both middles and the link and wing, all probably within the space of 10 to 12 metres from the far sideline. That's it. Good to see them bring the ball back, and maybe a 32. It is going to be a 32. The
A
line
good
is there.
dive. I think the middle was on the line or even behind the lines.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if.
Certainly those calls I've seen given. The middle needs to show a little bit more. It's Liam Lawson there. Get off the line a little bit earlier. and
Maybe if it
convince the
happens
ref.
again.
Yeah.
Or this time. It's been touched.
And that's 6th touch, I think.
Apparently it is.
And he's giving
He's giving
he's given a penalty because of throwing the ball away. And I think it's a fine line. I think there's if there's intention to throw the ball elsewhere, then that's one thing. But I think they're the French player
I
gave
think
the
he
ball
just
back.
didn't score and left
Yeah.
the ball on the ground, or just put it down with just a little bit of strength,
Yeah.
enough for it to roll a little bit away. But I didn't think it was malicious.
No,
so
it didn't seem like it. That's in the ruck, I think.
yes.
It is. So England will get a fresh set of 6 here from about the 10
Yeah.
metres.
France is being heavily penalised in that second half.
They will feel hard done by here. They'll feel as though the refs are against them. And yeah, they won't be, but it would just be 1 or 2 calls go against them, and they're making a couple of mistakes at the same time, and all those add up. So England line attack.
The
looking
reverse
here, we've got
sweeper.
Hayden Chambers, by the looks of it.
And another sweeper. They still have one more touch.
Freddie Mason and Tom Lowe it is, and here goes.
Is it going to be a long
Freddie
ball?
Mason.
Wow,
Oh.
lovely
I think
pass.
it's a
Wasn't it forward?
pass. It
Yeah.
was, yeah. It's a shame. It was a rocket, wasn't it? And well taken by the winger. But it is a forward pass. It's the hands are forward, the ball's going forward. You
That was
can't get away with those, unfortunately.
Very good example of England's skills as well on that one. I mean, we've seen once or twice before that kind of passes, and it's
I'm
always
just
been
looking at the scores at the
great.
moment, and this half we've had 3 for Gabe and 2 for France. So it would be nice. I'd like to see some of the England wingers score a little bit more in the second half.
I would like to see some scores, just generally, as
Yes.
to say. But
it's
it's
that's a
another
good scoop. Again. That's a good
by
dummy.
number 5,
Dummy
is
with
he
him.
allowed again?
I think
Going
that's
for the
been
wing,
caught
but
as Link's caught him, I think.
it's going to be balled down. But yeah, I think that's
So
what
I
we've seen in the 3 finals involving France today. Good energy, good intentions, and sometimes they're just on the step below England, and it's just that final step that they can't
Yeah.
seem to reach in this finals. But such a good game to see, and such great progressions from every player involved. Was it a try-saving tackle by Jules
No,
Patou?
he's gonna
No.
give
Oh
that.
no, it's not Jules.
Good score. I think he's given that. Is
Isaac
his horse
Brier.
full? That was second of the game, first in this half. Good hands by England. I'm glad the coaches are watching the commentary over there and have delivered on wings scoring. Thank you, Claire and team.
I'm sure one of the coaches in the box is currently listening to the live commentary.
Well, hopefully they'll watch you back, and I know there is certainly something. I've been chatting to other teams as well, but the 15s do really want to encourage wing play. Play's not as strong. The long ball is harder, but trying to get the girls involved as wings and get them in scoring opportunities is important. So I think we're approaching the finish of this game. I
think so.
I'll make it 43. So in which case, there'll be a couple of minutes to go because France can score off this set, give themselves something to cheer about.
We have
So there's an offside given by the sideline ref, but it's in front of the link channel. I think the link was either dropping early or never made the line.
We'll never know.
So 32 short for France, going short side, tap between them. Middle
lovely
link
dive.
channel, it's a good score.
That's a lovely dive for Valentin Vérolet. And he was right, the space was there, and I mean, it's 4-3 in that second half. But I mean, in the first half, England just went away with the score, and that's also one thing that we've seen done from England. Either they do a pretty tight first half, and then they just roll away with the score, or they do a solid score in the first half, and then it's just maintaining that gap between them and the other team.
And I think we're into about the last minute here.
Let's see if we can have a good defense for France.
Nice job. I think
Good
he's
touch.
half, isn't he? So that will be a
Good touch by Kylian
France
Sauvage, but I
forward.
think he injured
Looks like
himself
he's
a little
gone
bit
down.
in the process. No, I think he should be good enough to do the stop movement. Oh, he wasn't touched. Good drive. Very, very good. Very impressive.
I thought she's gone.
Oh, I thought he was gone.
3.
And that's just third touch, so that's 4 coming, and they still have 1 on the line.
That's
But the
Hooter
hooter
left
goes,
play.
so they're out of touches. Oh no.
I don't
And we
think
have
he
to
realised.
stop the game on that one. Yeah, it's going to be 9-4. End of game. Very good performance by England. I mean, really, really well done. Just very clean and a pretty solid game for that under-15 team, which will probably result in a very good team for the under-18 mixed in the future years, and then the mixed open and so on and so on. But,
Very good. I think they'll be pleased with that, having narrowly lost last year in the final in the Atlantic Cup in England. That mixed 15 team really saw this as a bounce back tournament to be able to do themselves credit, and there's a few of that team who played last year, so for them it's nice to get the gold rather than the second place.
I mean,
but I think
France hoped for the back-to-back, of course, because they
Absolutely.
won last year against England.
and
But
second half.
the team changed a lot since last year, and it's still a very good performance.
Yeah, I think certainly second half I thought France were really good, and actually I think it was only 4-3, wasn't it, the second half, so a very even game. And had France maybe not lost as much to the ball, not made as many mistakes in that first half, that could have been a tighter game. And as we found with the Wales-England mixed 18s, with tight games, anything happens. And Wales in their game were on top and deserved to win the mixed 18s final. I think had France been a bit closer in this one, then it could have been a different story.
But I mean, they have so much time left to work, and they have great opportunities to play in their games at home, and we have a home tournament as well for the junior teams, which help the development of those players. So hopefully we can see improvement in the next years. And but for this year that's it for the European Youth Touch Cup tournament, and we have seen England winning the gold in I think 4 of the categories. Is it 4 or is it just 3? And I can't.
Well, yeah, mixed 15s, boys 18s, girls 18s, and then the two 20s
The two 20s.
categories as test series. But not in terms of the overall tournament. So I think we're really pleased. Pleased that Wales actually got on the gold medal trail as well, which is good for them.
Very good result for them.
Shame your hostess France didn't get a goal, but performed very well and tested England
and
in all of the
very good
categories.
second place in most of the categories where we played as well. And I think the players can all be very proud of themselves. I think they're going to go home and feel a bit sad for finishing second, but I mean, second is already a very good performance, and they can be very proud of the games that they've played and the level that they displayed here in that championship.
Absolutely, and I think I've been chatting to Arnaud Titterwalt and the team over here in France, and the development here is maybe only very slightly behind where England's been. We talked earlier about England bouncing back from the pandemic very swiftly and promptly, and certainly at 15s level. And I think looking at the players you've got there, in terms of some of the younger players, I think the prospects for under 15s touch and then under 18s touch in France is very, very strong, and something we're certainly looking forward to. And hopefully between the two nations and the rest of the home nations in Scotland, Wales, Ireland, the other European nations, we can continue to develop the game in Europe and push the rest of the world and try and bridge that gap that we're so keen to bridge between us and Australia and New Zealand.
Well, that's the goal, isn't it? I mean, finally reaching the same level that the Southern Hemisphere have been showing for the last years. So, yes, very big thank you to all of the teams involved here. Thank you to all of the nations that came. And congratulations to everyone who come and showcased the amazing level of touch that we have in all of the European countries, as well as the guest teams for this year. So shout out to Lebanon, the Cayman Islands, and everyone really involved. It's been a pleasure having those few matches to showcase to Europe and to the world, and hopefully we'll find and see again next year some of the players that we've seen here. Maybe in the future years we'll see them in the mixed open and the open teams as well. So thank you so much again for being here with me, Chris. It's been a pleasure commenting this game with you.
It's been my pleasure, loved it.
And I think the next, what's the next step now is the Euros next year in Vichy again.
Yep, absolutely. And we're not sure what the junior setup will be next year, but I'm sure there are conversations going on as we speak to sort out where we're going to be next.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for following these games and this final day of the European Youth Touch Championship, and we'll see you next year, hopefully.
Thank you.
Really good. Really enjoyed that.